Much once again. Here is Beulah Multimedia GH, both television and a radio station in Zabila, Bawku West District. I was set to district, and that shouldn't bring a conflict to you because we are Kusas. That is Tunde district. Yes. Well, we are with Honorable, the former DC for Zabila. Daddy said I shouldn't say Honorable. I should just say Daddy. So I will say Daddy. We are with Daddy Sule to ask him once again, how do Zabila become a district? How do Zabila become a district? So we want to know how Zabila become a district, and also we will compile so many things there. So viewers, we are just pleading on behalf of you to pay attention, view us very well, and also listening to us very well. Daddy, thank you so much once again, and good evening once again.
Good evening.
I think we are here to still ask a question about how do Zabila become a district?
Well, Zabila became a district following the decentralization concept of the then PNDC government around 1986, 87.
Okay. 86, 87.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when the concept came,
okay,
they earmarked certain areas.
Okay.
Because I told you we were lumped under Bawku District Council.
Okay.
So there was a need to break some of the district councils into smaller governable sizes,
okay,
called district assemblies.
Okay.
And so after all feasibilities and everything, Kusasi West was qualified to also get a district.
Okay.
And so the proposals came, they had to defend, they had to meet.
Okay.
But then I was in school. But thanks to able brothers, fathers, sons, and daughters, like the late Mr. Sunda, Honorable Cletus Avoka, the late Sapel Nava, and many others.
Okay.
They teamed up, argued, made the presentations, resisted all the odds, and then we were qualified to have our own district.
Okay.
But the indigenous names that were proposed were sabotaged because they just wanted a way to frustrate us.
Okay.
But thank God they prevailed. That's how we became a district.
Okay. Daddy, in this one, well, I said, who was the first MP?
Since when?
When it came to, let's say, since 1929.
Well, in 1929, there were no elections.
Okay.
The only elections came national also around 1950s.
Okay.
During the struggle for independence.
Okay.
With the pressure put up by Mampurusis CPP and the other stalwarts.
Okay.
They could not resist granting Ghana independence.
Okay.
So they had to organize elections. And the first elections for the what they call it, MPs, I think it was somewhere in 1954.
Oh, okay.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the first MP, like we were calling the various constituencies for Kusatoni area, it was called that time Kusasi West.
Okay.
Was Mr. Ayebu Asumda of blessed memory.
Yes.
The icon for Kusau independence and Kusau struggle.
Okay. So he stood for CPP.
Yes.
And he won with 4,366 members.
Yeah, as against one Muhammad Salfu.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And one independent candidate.
Oh, okay.
He was the first MP.
Oh, okay. So if I'm clearing or to confirm myself right, Salifu Mahama was NPP.
Yes, Northern People's Party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and lost.
Wow. Yes. I think he was 2,792. Wow. 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 Okay. So, Daddy, so we said up to date, from Asunda up to date, can you be able to brief us who became an MP for Zabila?
Well, when Mr. Asunda won, and after the overthrow of Asunda, the notorious Liars Council, as Nkrumah named the NLC, those who came and created more problems for us in Kusau, then repealed the law.
Wow.
The next elections were held in 1969.
Oh, okay.
And Mr. Yamatia, Mr. Sunda's cousin also, he also won under NAL, National Alliance of Liberals.
Okay.
That time it was NAL and Progress Party. So the one who followed Asumda as the MP for our area was Mr. Yambatia.
Okay. Wow.
But by then, Chapelga was not part of us. Chapelga was also a different constituency with Binduri. And then, so Chapelga by then was not part of Kusatundi.
Okay, so Chapelga was part of
Binduri. So it was again it was also Mr. DK Yagiba.
Okay.
He also won for that area.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Daddy, with all this, should I say?
Then in 1979,
okay,
George Agbangu,
okay,
he won for Dr. Liman's party.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. After 1979, who was the next person?
Well, the next person was the next elections that came under PNDC law.
Okay.
No, after the PNDC, in 1992, then we had elections.
Okay.
That was Honorable Cletus Aboka.
Okay. Wow. Daddy, in this, well, I said, is it good for Kusasi West or Bawku West? Let me say that is what some of the people like Bawku West. Should I say is Bawku West district up for dividing into two?
It's over up, if I'm to say it so.
Okay.
We are overqualified for two districts.
Okay. Wow. Why are you saying so?
I'm saying so because if you look at the statistical evidence in terms of structure, population, everything, most of the districts in Upper East and elsewhere, when we compare the statistics, we are overqualified not just for a constituency, but for two districts.
Wow.
So I'm saying so based on the documentary and other evidences that qualifies an area for a district. Yeah. There's no time, but from the statistics, we are overqualified.
Wow. So we said in this, is Kusasi qualified to be a region?
Well, sincerely, from my opinion, I would say no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Why?
Well, even in terms of land size, in terms of population, in terms of infrastructure, in the first place, if we look at other regions, Upper East relatively is a small population. I mean, it's a small region.
Okay.
It is population density that we can challenge other areas.
Okay.
And so when you just sit and say, Kusasi, we want a region, realistically, I do not think in future it could be possible, but not now.
Okay. Yeah. I could say Northeast region is with 4 districts, and we are with 6 districts. Why won't we have?
Well, some of these regions were created because of peculiar circumstances.
Okay.
For example, under PNDC, Upper West was created.
Okay.
Even though Upper West was Upper West was part of Upper East region.
Okay.
It was difficult to administer Upper West all the way from Balaga.
Okay. So
if you take Northeast region, they were administered from Tamale. Okay. Look at the geographical, I won't call it dislocation, but the geographical situation of Northeast and Tamale. Damango had to come to Tamale, Salga. And so there are certain circumstances that when you look and compare without considering all other factors, you may not be doing justice to the argument.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they are right to have a region.
Well, I'm not saying right, but I'm saying the circumstances are different from when you compare to Kusasi and say we need a region. And so it's not a question of they being right or being wrong. Okay. But I'm saying you weigh every argument based on the available circumstances and evidences.
Okay. Per this, will your advice be that Bawku West still remain the name Bawku West, or it should go back for its real name, Kusasi district?
You see, the name Bawku West is a misnomer.
Okay.
I mean, those years, Binduru was the constituency for Bawku West. Okay. And as I was telling you, up till 1930-something, Zabile was still a district, different from any other, equal to any other. Okay. And so the word Bawku West, I told you that the aim was to frustrate us to get angry so that they would deny us the district. Okay. So there were attempts made. There's no time for me to show you a lot of things.
Okay.
But even when I became the district chief executive here, in 1999,
yes, 1999,
we made steps.
Okay.
The assembly resolved. We wrote
Okay.
changing the name of Bawku West
To Tone district.
to Kusa Tone district.
Okay.
In fact, all the way, the issue went as far as to the castle.
Okay.
And the cabinet approved.
Okay.
But it wasn't handled properly by some of our brothers who were in authority.
Okay.
And so the thing blew out of proportion, and the government at the time became hesitant to pursue it.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise when you say Bawku West, Bawku is a town.
Okay.
And I've been saying at that time I used to argue, what is so good about Bawku that you think we should be called part of Bawku?
Okay.
If you go to Juarungo,
Okay.
it's called Bolga East District.
Okay.
Fine, no problem.
Okay.
But suddenly, they used to refer to Bawku, Binduri constituency as a Bawku West constituency. And so, okay, so can we call Binduri Zabila East?
No.
So can we call Bawku Zabila East?
No.
Apart from the fact that the overlord is based in Bawku.
Okay.
What is the attachment of Zabila to Bawku, or Tanga, or Binaba, or Kusanaba, or Tishi, or Tili, or any of the chiefdoms in Bawku,
Okay.
in the Tone area? That we should call Bawku West.
Okay.
Yendi is there.
Okay.
Yana is in Yendi.
Okay.
But they are not naming other towns and areas at the Yendi.
Okay.
And so those who were to create the districts, some of them are late.
Okay.
They just wanted to frustrate us from here, from getting our own district.
Okay.
And our people saw the bait and said, well, let's take the name. And with time, maybe we'll be able to change it. But Bawku West is a misnomer.
Okay. So with your intention, will you say from today going, it's good for us to have our own name?
I'm saying that we are doing good. I have documents here to show you. That we started the thing.
Okay.
Cletus made the pronouncement in Tamale.
Okay.
They became angry, rude, you see. The Bawku youth caution Avoka. It was in connection with the name.
Okay.
I'm saying the communication wasn't properly handled.
Wow.
Otherwise, the word Bawku should have been something of the past.
Okay.
So it's just like the name Kusasi Traditional Council, where they suppressed up to now.
And
who knows that the law
council
made Kusasi Traditional Council?
Okay.
It was deliberate.
Okay.
And so the aim is just not to have anything, the word Kusasi mentioned anywhere.
Okay.
But by the grace of God, it shall be mentioned even on the moon.
Okay.
And not only Kusasi, any other ethnic group should be mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, Daddy, thank you so much. I think we are with our daddy to ask a few questions about how our district is moving on, how Kusasi is living in the Kusaku land. And I think we are very happy and proud to have Daddy in this our credible station. And that is Bibula Multimedia. You might have asked, where are you watching us from? You're watching us from Upper East region, Tune district, that is Bawku West district. Along Boga Bawku Road to Lamboya. That's where we are. Subscribe and like for us. Well, let me quickly go to Daddy and then ask a last question so that we can be able to move. Daddy, with all this, what are some of your advice for the youth of Zibila or Bawku West district?
Well, my advice for the youth, not just Zabila or Bawku West district,
Okay.
but Kusa, Upper East and Ghana,
Okay.
is that religion and Western education has attempted to uproot us.
Okay.
And that has created a whole lot of disallocation for us as a people.
Okay.
Not only for Kusa, but for Upper East Ghana in the world.
Okay.
And it is just similar to those who, nowadays, the youth, you don't like to read.
Okay.
But I would recommend the youth to read How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney.
Okay.
And that book, if you can bring it down to our local areas, it fits.
Okay.
Yeah, our names, our culture, our dance, our attitude, our lifestyle,
Okay.
they are all misplaced.
Okay.
We have been dislocated completely.
Okay.
And the earlier we try to trace our footsteps, the better. Okay. But it is worse in Kusau. Okay. Many of us, we think that English names and Muslim, Arabic names are better than our traditional indigenous names. Yeah. We think the foods we eat, Indomine, is better. Okay. Our ladies think that dyeing their hair and bringing it to the shoulder is better than the natural hair. Bleaching, all over. Mm-hmm. We just have to retrace our steps. Okay. And see how best we can get back to the roots. Okay. I am not saying that civilization is bad. Okay. I am not saying that religion is bad. I'm not saying the Western education is bad. It's good. Okay. But we should plan the positives of religion and education on the positive of our tradition. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah.
Right, viewers, we thank you so much, and I think we'll end our interview here. Our next interview will be in Kusau. Our next interview will be in Kusau, and I think with our dear Daddy, Honorable Suli. Daddy said I shouldn't say Honorable. The Honorable should be given to the small boys and the young boys. So our next interview with Daddy will be in Kusau. We're just pleading with you to subscribe, like, and also share us. Still, as you know, this is Beulah Multimedia GH, and that is your brother, Reverend Dr. Samson. Is my name. Thank you so much for watching us, and thank you so much for being part of this show. Have a nice and a beautiful hour.